I want to talk about false color, which is one of the ways cinematographers check their exposure. It's been the go-to tool for quickly seeing if highlights are clipping, shadows are crushed, or if your midtones are sitting in the perfect place. But false color has a lot of flaws. It's inconsistent, it varies between camera brands, and doesn't actually align with the way we measure light. And personally, I don't even use it anymore. There's something so much better. If you've used false color before, you know it works by mapping different colors on the screen to different brightness levels in your image. The problem is that it's based on IRE values, which measures brightness on a linear scale from 0 to 100. But photography and cinematography don't work this way. Light is measured in stops. One stop up halves the amount of light and one stop down doubles the amount of light. So false color doesn't quite work with actually how cameras are actually capturing images. Another issue is that every brand does false color a little bit differently. A shade of green might look different on a red than it does on a RE or a Sony camera. And that makes exposure tricky, especially if you're using different camera brands on the same type of project. So what's the best alternative? Well, that's called ezone. It doesn't just give you an estimate, it's an accurate representation. Instead of based on IRE values, ezone maps exposure in terms of stops. The system is built around 18% gray, the industry standard for midtones, and the same reference points that's used in light meters. Everything above and below 80% gray is measured in stops. With ezone, a correctly exposed 80% gray image always appears as gray on your monitor. Overexposed areas shift into warm tones like orange, yellow, and red, while underexposed images move into cooler tones like cyan, blue, and purple. The best part about ezone, it gives you a universal way to measure accurately across camera brands and all log formats. One of the best things about ezone is how fast and easy it makes exposure adjustments. Let's say I want the bright side of someone's face to be one stop over middle gray, and then the shadow side to be half a stop under. With ezone, I can see that instantly. There's no grayscale charts, there's no waveform, no second guessing. I can just adjust my lighting until the colors on the monitor fall into place. It's like having a built-in spot meter that reads every part of the image. ezone makes it easy to match exposure perfectly, especially if you're trying to keep a specific contrast ratio across your films. This means that recreating the same lighting setups in different scenes is way easier. False color is valuable, but it was never perfect. It gives you a rough idea of exposure, but ezone gives you the full picture. It's a clear and accurate way just to measure light. I think false color is dead and ezone is the future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.